Guys, we are on Kakamega Bungoma Road, and this is one of the road that connects Bungoma to Kakamega County, from Kakamega town to Bungoma town. So we came here to look at the state of this road, whereby tumetoka tu hapa Kakamega town. It's actually some 2 kilometers from town on the way to Bungoma. But yeah, surprisingly, we have this road. It is a tarmac road, as you can see. But now, from Kakamega, 2 kilometers up to where we are now, we have a lot of potholes. And this road was allocated billions of money because it's 48 kilometers all the way from Kakamega town to Bungoma town. But hata hiyo sio issue. 2 kilometers from Kakamega up to here, lami isha. You can see how this road was constructed. So from here all the way to Bungoma, around 46 kilometers. It's a rough road. Na njia ni mbaya sana. You can see gari zinatumia hii njia kupita huko. So we are asking the government, is this the development that you guys are promising us? Because as we can see, there is nothing that has been done here. Over 10 years, this road imekuwa hivi in a pathetic state. So when you look at this road actually, hapa ni katikati ya njia. From here, it's around 6 meters to this end. Alafu it's around 6 meters to this end. So you find out that a half of this road, it has been tarmacked. Then the other half, it's actually maram. But now, up to here, 46 kilometers from Kakamega to Bungoma, it's totally nothing. Billions of money have been located on this road. Look at the state of this road. Alafu munasema mtu wenu ako serikali, your former governor anajiita Oparanya. Saizi mko na Fernandez Barasa, the ODM governor in this county. You say that you are in the broad-based government, but your road is poorly constructed. So we're asking the government to come and do what is necessary on this road. Else, we are coming back on this road to say Ruto must go and his entire government, because they are doing nothing, absolutely nothing. What people wanateseka. See you the next county. Thank you.
Guys, this is the state of the road that Marvin Mabonga, alias Keoti Sonko, has just spoken about. Just look at the state of the road. These are the potholes on the road. This road has been allocated billions of money. The president is always here launching and delaunching every time. Contractor ambaye amekuja hapa ni mzembe, tumetoa.
Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Morara TV. In today's video, we are totally going to focus on this report by Morara Kebaso students on a 64-kilometer road at this modern era of 20th, 21st century, where a road which is 64 kilometers and it's supposed to connect two major cities in Western Kenya, but at the moment, what you're looking at is shambles and highway full of holes and potholes, and that raises the question, what happens to our revenue division and the way jobs are being given out and contracted to various contractors across the country? That's the first question we need to ask ourselves. That's for sure. This is the same student who exposed another multi-billion hospital in western parts of Kenya. But at the moment, we are going to focus on this road. This road is supposed to connect Busia and Kakamega. And those are some of the biggest cities in the western Kenya. And they have really a lot of potential in terms of business, economic growth, and even social development. Because the western region has a lot of numbers in terms of population.
And this hospital was officially launched by His Excellency Honorable Oparanya, the first governor for Kakamega County, on 10th June 2016. So from 2016 to 2024, it's only actually 8 good years, yeah. So as you can see, this is the state of this facility. It has been sold for over 8 years since it was officially launched by governor. So this is the stadium compound in Minaka. As you can see, I think hook on the main gate where the patients were. But now hospital inakaa hivi. Yeah, since Oparanya atoke,
hii kazi ilistop up to date, yeah? Hundreds of millions of money was allocated here, yeah? It's over, it's almost 2 point something billion. You can see the state of the Kakamega County Teaching and Referral inakaa hivi. And we are having a lot of people dying in the hospital because I don't know doctors. But just look at how this place looks like. It's symbolic here. It's in a massive state. Yeah? We can't even access there because we are hearing whether this building is so strong for people to enter there. So huku ndio kunakaa hivi jamaa. Kakamega County. Wycliffe Ambetse Oparanya. Currently is the CS. Aliacha kazi kwa hivi Fernandez Baraza has to take it down. We are calling upon the county government of Kakamega and the national government to ensure that they complete this facility to be up and running.
Look at this massive hospital which is still stalled since 2017. It has been almost 7 years since this project was last touched, and we have seen successful county government come in place, allocate money for project, but not this one in particular. And that begs the question, where are we headed as a country? What is happening? What's the problem? In fact, one of the governors in this area stayed for the first 2 terms. He's the one who started this hospital from ground, coming upwards, but at the moment, he never even completed this hospital. Yet we have seen in other countries the terms of money allocation, power allocation, resource allocation, and even development allocation are done diligently, especially in countries like Rwanda. But when you come to a country like Kenya, it has become no longer the favorite business destination because of the corruption, the high taxes, and the rising cost of living at the moment, which has scared a lot of investors away.
So you've been asked to apply for the PS.
I want to respond to all of them.
Yeah.
You know, Professor Jenda, Mheshimiwa Nelson, Charles here, Ruto, all these people, none of them uses shift share. All these people qualify, and they have a very comprehensive medical cover from Parliament that even if Ojenda has a cold, Ojenda will be flown to South Africa to the best facility to treat his cold. So they are here telling Kenyans how great shift share is. Why can't we have this debate at Kenyatta Hospital or Mbagathi Medical District? You go and see what Kenyans are going through. You know, don't be con men, because what you are doing, I'm sorry to use that word, my apologies, you're not con men. I was looking for a better word. Don't try to gaslight Kenyans that this thing is good, it's working, it's good for you, when you and your family, you've been covered under a very comprehensive and very comfortable cover. And I like when Professor Ruto speaks. He says his main problem is shift share. It's something that the people are feeling. He's speaking from the ground. But these three wants to make it appear like everything is okay. Willis is just a whiner. You're just a complainant. I mean, I'm not complaining. I'm in WhatsApp groups of many Kenyans today who keep adding me, asking me to help raise funds. In fact, people even tell me, don't even give us the money if you don't trust us. Just go to a facility and pay for that directly. We will appear there to get cover. So don't try to tell Kenyans that shift share is good, that it will be better. Tell Kenyans that shift share is messing up their lives, and your administration has failed to come up with a workable redundancy period to make sure that the transition from NHIF to shift share does not cause a loss of life. Because those who've died in between, even if after 5 years or 2 years shift share works, their lives will never be recovered. Their lives they're gone. So you should have worked on the redundancy period to make sure that at this transition we don't lose lives. Then the second thing you people talk about, that we've not defaulted in our debt. Look at the Constitution. What are the first charge? First charge of the Consolidated Fund, number 1 is debt. Number 2 is county. Number 3 is pensions. Those are the first charges. Pensioners have not been paid now more than 5 months. Is that not a default? It was a first charge. Counties, the fight is still going on. They are the ones begging for counties to be paid even as we speak. Is that not a default? Look at even some of the debts, the SGR debt.
It's not default, it's delayed.
No. It is default. The default simply means the fact that at the point when it is ought to be paid, you've not been paid. You've defaulted, even if you cure it subsequently. So there is already a default. But at what cost? At what cost? You are overtaxing Kenyans to pay for illegal debts. Debts that were taken without following the laws of this republic. Debts that were not applied to any project finance. Banks have given us 5.4 trillion shillings in the last 13 years. 12 years. Where is that project that is worth 5.4 trillion shillings in Kenya today? That you can tell us, we borrow from the domestic banks 5.4 trillion. These are the projects that those 5.4 trillion finance. It doesn't exist. And what did Parliament, yourselves, you don't even know what you approved. You people approved in 10 years, agenda at least you are not there. You approved 2.2 trillion. How was the debt 5.4 trillion in that period? In fact, today, you're telling us the debt is almost 11 trillion. So even Parliament, you need to do your work. You seem to pay more focus and attention on politics than doing your oversight duty. You don't even know that when you pass the Appropriations Act, how much have you approved for the government to borrow? This year alone, in terms of development finance, in your own Appropriations Act, was 300 billion. And of that 300 billion, your president goes out to say, I'm going to borrow 1 trillion because you rejected finance bill. Where did you, as Parliament, pass that you are going to borrow 1 trillion? Because borrowing must get parliamentary approval. You need to understand and do your work as parliamentarians. Then I want to say this. If the economy is good, as you seem to imply, of course, for some of you, the economy is very good. And I look at your faces, you are very bright. Ojenda's suit is a brownie suit, is shiny. He is wearing a golden ring. Charles is looking at his best.
Are you naked?
So
Are you naked, Willie?
No, the economy is very good.
No,
Let me finish. You'll have your time. Please, relax. You'll have your time. The economy is very good for you three. Yeah. But for the Kenyan out there, we should be having this conversation at Jacaranda grounds, so that we meet the real face of Kenyans as we are saying, Kenyans, your economy is very good, you've avoided debt distress, you have jobs, you are doing well, hallelujah, Hosanna, Jesus is coming. That's the only thing you are waiting for. The real situation on the ground that Kenyans are going through, the real situation, don't carry up your hands. You're talking you people put your hands down. When I was talking, when I was talking, when you were talking, I kept quiet. Can you learn to keep quiet and listen? Because I'm not saying these things to attack you. I'm saying these things so that you can internalize them, and when you go back to your offices, you make sure that you do that which the Kenyan people expect you to do.
Okay.
So I'm saying this.
Yeah.
When we talk about the sufferings of our people, about the economy, families are sleeping angry. I was just yesterday with the University of Nairobi student who was telling me at the School of Economics alone, they admitted 3,000 students. Only 500 have reported in this academic year. Why? Because they are not able to afford. Majority of them have been forced to defer their studies. They cannot afford the school fees because you are told for you to report, you must pay the school fees full, 52,000 shillings. Per semester. And you must, 52,000 shillings, that is for accommodation, and the school fees is 150,000 Kenya shillings. And HELB is only giving them 20,000. If you're lucky, you get 40,000.
Okay.
And so let me say this.
Yes.
These problems that Kenyans are dealing with are real life problems. They are facing them every day. Let's stop pontificating.
Okay. New to.
I wish.
Yeah,